Welcome to Cory's Conscious Living. Are you ready to meditate with Cory? Make sure that you're laying down and you're very comfortable. You have your plush toy, your favorite teddy, whatever it is that you need, and you're ready to listen to a story. There was a very special boy. His name was Javier. Javier happened to be obsessed with giraffes. He loved giraffes, everything giraffes. He had so many teddies that were giraffes, like at least 50 teddies, all giraffes. For a very special occasion, his family decided to take Javier to the zoo so that he could spend time with real giraffes. This, as far as Javier was concerned, was the best present in the entire world. And when they got there at the zoo, there was a whole compound just designed for giraffes, and it was wide open, and it wasn't like a tiny little cage. It was like a big giant area with hills and like a pond and all different things for the giraffes to play with. It was like watching giraffes out in nature, but obviously they were in the zoo. Javier was watching the giraffes for hours and hours and hours. He really didn't mind about any other animals in the zoo. All he was there for was the giraffes. Luckily, his family understood, and they allowed him to be with the giraffes. At one point, he was just sat on a bench watching them do their thing for the longest time, and he was in his happiest place ever. It got to the point where the zoo was almost closing down, but before they left, Javier and his family went into the store next to the giraffe compound. The store was everything giraffes. Everything. So if you liked giraffes, this was like your heaven. Obviously, Javier was in heaven. It had giraffe mugs, giraffe pajamas, giraffe slippers, giraffe pens and pencils, giraffe notepads, giraffe socks, giraffe underwear, giraffe sweatshirts, giraffe soap, giraffe. You get the message. Everything giraffe, including every single kind of giraffe teddy that you could possibly think of. They must have been over 200 different teddies on all the shelves around the walls around the store. There was a big announcement come over the air of the zoo, and it said, "Thank you for coming, and we'll see you next time, blah, 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 blah." The zoo was closing down. Now, did I mention that Javier brought along one of his giraffes called Giraffy? In fact, all of his giraffes were called Giraffy, but that's another story. Yes, he brought along Giraffy. But when they were in the store, he got so excited about the possibility of all the different giraffe things he could own that he dropped Giraffy right by the counter where you buy things, and he never noticed. So poor Giraffy was down on the ground by the counter where you pay for things, and no one in his family noticed. Tom, the gentleman that worked in the store, started to usher everyone out of the store, including Javier and his family. It was time to close. Javier went home, and Tom turned out the lights, and then saw Giraffy on the ground, picked him up, and do you know what he did? He just put him on the shelf. He thought he was just a giraffe that fell off the shelf. he just picked him up and put him on the shelf along with all the other giraffes in the store. Checked all the security, made sure that everything was good to go to close the store down for the night, and then he left. Giraffy was in the store for the night, locked in. He sat there on the shelf, wondering what to do, when all of a sudden he heard meow, meow, meow. He looked around, didn't see anything, and then something moved behind a giant giraffe. This giraffe was as big as a man, a grown man. So this giraffe was like 6 foot tall. Meow, meow. Giraffy saw this puff ball of white fur with big blue eyes. He jumped down off the shelf and went over to where the kitten was. It was the cutest kitten ever. Again, the kitten said, meow. But now that Giraffy was in front of her, she said, no, 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 yes, no, yes, no. Oh, Vaya, Vaya. Giraffy, for some reason, totally understood this kitten and said, oh, hello, Vaya. My name's Giraffy. How come you're in here too? No, no. Yeah, Vaya, Vaya. Now, Vaya somehow had got herself locked in the store with Giraffy. Tom never even noticed that there was a kitten behind the 6-foot giraffe, which, you know, is quite possible because that's a very big giraffe. So poor Vaya was stuck in there too. She'd come to the zoo with Heidi and Cherry and her owners. They'd come to see the panda bears. And, obviously, the giraffes. And she got lost in the store just like Giraffy. And her parents had not noticed either. Oh, poor Javier and Vaya's parents, when they realized, were so traumatized, but they put 2 and 2 together and they realized the last place that they saw Giraffy and the last place that they saw Vaya was in the giraffe store. So the first thing in the morning they would all go and collect, hopefully, Giraffy and Vaya. But until then, Vaya and Giraffy were in the store for the night. All of a sudden, there was this loudest noise, like everyone in the store come to life at the same time and started to talk, like they'd been holding in their conversations all day, pretending that they were stuffed teddies. When the lights went out and the doors were locked, everyone came to life. And there was this loudest clatter of, hey, yes, oh, yes, oh, did you see that little boy? Oh, yes, blah, 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 blah. And they were talking and catching up on everything that had gone on in the day. They didn't even notice Giraffy and Vaya. They were going on and on and on, like they couldn't wait to talk to each other and catch up on everything that had happened until this noise. Attention, attention, everyone. Attention. Vaya and Giraffy looked up to where the noise was coming from. It was coming from the toppest, highest shelf in the store. And there on the shelf were 2 very special looking giraffes. They were white. White. Completely white. Attention! Attention! Said the biggest giraffe. Giraffy found out later that the smaller white giraffe was her daughter, and she was the queen, the white queen Giraffy. By the way, all of the giraffes in the store had the same name, Giraffy. Just like Giraffy. Javier's Giraffy, they were all called Giraffy. How cool is that? There was Special Giraffie. Now, Special Giraffie had been there since the beginning of time. That's why he was called Special Giraffie. He was the very first giraffe to be placed in the store until hundreds more came. But his name was Special Giraffie. The super, super tall Giraffie was Big Giraffie. That's what they called him, Big Giraffie. And I'm not surprised, being 6 foot tall. That's crazy. And then there was other Giraffes in there. There were flexible, stretchy Giraffes. There were really fluffy, soft Giraffes. They were kung fu Giraffes that kicked and had long legs that bent and did all sorts of cool stuff. They were every single kind of giraffe that you could think of, all called Giraffie. Giraffie, Javier's Giraffie, felt very at home. Attention, attention, the voice said again, and everyone calmed down and got quiet. Even Vaya, she was going, no, oh, Vaya, yeah, no, Vaya. She'd learnt yes, and she'd learnt to say Vaya, but she didn't know what kind of order to put them in yet, so she just said whatever she wanted, whenever she wanted, and everyone seemed to love her anyway, so it didn't really matter. And for some reason, all of the Giraffes understood what she meant when she said, no, but they knew that she was saying something else, which was really cool. Everyone went still and quiet and listened to the white Queen Giraffie. You all know the rules. Just because the lights are out and the doors are locked doesn't mean we still don't have to be careful. Some stranger may walk by the windows and see us all alive, and then we're done for. Our secret is out, a secret no more. So remember, you can play, you can talk, you can do what you want to do. You all have your jobs to do. You all have your games to play. You all know the deal. But make sure that you're safe. Stay safe. All of the Giraffes kind of bowed their head as if to say, yes, White Queen, we understand you. The games that they were playing were super cool, fun games. They played this kind of game that was like football, but they played with their heads. And they swung their necks really wide. They made a big, wide, open space in the store. And what they did was they had like a soft Giraffie that rolled up into a ball, which was super, super cool. And he just rolled up into a ball and played the ball for the game. And then all the other giraffes would bend over and hit the ball with their head and swing their necks from side to side. They were super, super good at this game. Giraffie, Javier's Giraffie, found out that he was really good at it too. Who'd have thought he could do such cool things with his neck? Vaya was a great goalie. She stopped all of the balls from coming into the goal. And every time they came close, all she would do was, no, yes, oh, Vaya, oh, ah. And then she'd just jump on the ball. Like every time she caught the ball, her cat reflexes were super, super on it. And she was an excellent goalie. They played games all night. Javier's Giraffie made over 200 new Giraffie friends. Vaya got tired quite quickly and snuggled at the base of a giant Giraffie, the big Giraffie, down by his feet, which were really, really soft and comfortable apparently, and she went to sleep a long time ago. It was almost morning, and Giraffie was still making friends, still talking, still having so much fun in there that he didn't even have one single moment where he was afraid that he was lost or he was sad that he was lost. He didn't even think about it. It was like he'd found this family of Giraffie friends, just like at home at Javier's, where all the Giraffes hung out together and they were all friends and they all liked each other. At least 50 of them back there, but here in the store, hundreds of them. Everyone suddenly went quiet again, listening to the sound of the white Giraffie. Attention, attention. It's almost morning, my friends. You know the routine. You know the deal. We'll see you all tonight. And with that, everyone went back onto the shelves, got into their positions where they started. Everyone lined up, everyone sat still, and then all of a sudden, there was a click and a noise and an opening on the door. And at that point, the door opened. It was Tom. He turned on all the lights, went over to his counter, opened up his computer, and there, laid across the keyboard, was Giraffy, Javier's Giraffy. Tom said, "Now, that's strange. What are you doing here, little fellow? How did you find yourself on my computer? Did you fall off one of these shelves?" Of course, Giraffy didn't say anything. "Actually," said Tom, "you don't look brand new. You look like you've had lots and lots of love. How did you find yourself in here? I wonder..." Meow, meow. Vaya made her way over to Tom's feet and started to go around them in circles, rubbing her little head on his ankles. "Well, my golly! What on earth? How did you get in here? 2 new friends. Do you see this, giraffes?" He looked around as if he was talking to all the giraffes on the shelf. "We have 2 new friends in here. I wonder how on earth you guys got in here and I didn't notice yesterday. I bet someone's missing you. I bet someone's loving you from afar, wondering where you are and where you got to. Oh my goodness, I bet someone's worried to death over losing you 2 little fellows." And with that, the phone rang in the store. Tom picked it up straight away, and Vaya and Giraffy just listened and heard Tom say, "Yes, yep, actually, yes we do. We have a giraffe that looks like he's been very well loved right here on my computer, and we have a kitten, a white kitten with blue crystalline eyes. Yes, we do, and I'll keep them safe for you till you get here." That was the manager of the zoo, and he had got phone calls over and over again from Javier's family and from Vaya's family, and of course they couldn't wait to come and get them and pick them up and take them home where they were super safe and loved and warm and snuggly. Tom kept them safe. The families came and picked them up. When Vaya got back to Heidi and Cherry, she told them all about it as much as she possibly could. "No, yep, Vaya, oh, no. And then Giraffy could tell all the other giraffes all about how much fun he had in the zoo store and how many giraffes are actually out there in the world. They both found themselves quite tired after all of the excitement. Javier was super happy that he was back with Giraffy. He'd missed him a lot. He was super worried about him. All night he was worried. What if he wasn't in the store? What if I dropped him somewhere in the zoo? What if somebody else had picked him up and taken him home? What if? Oh, it was a very stressful night. But now that Giraffy was home and he was safe and he was back, Javier could relax. Javier laid down on his bed with Giraffy, snuggled into him, and decided it was time for a nap. He barely slept the night before, and Giraffy had definitely not slept, playing football all night, having super fun and super conversations and all of that stuff, meeting Special Giraffy, Kung Fu Giraffy, Big Giraffy. He had so much going on in his mind that at first when he laid down with Javier, he couldn't really close his eyes and get some sleep. But then after a while, after the nice warm snuggles, After listening to Javier's heartbeat as he laid on his chest, he started to go to sleep. They both went to sleep quite quickly. Their bodies relaxed quickly. Their minds got slow and tired quickly. It felt really nice to be back together, safe and warm and snuggling up to each other. Time for bed, sleepyhead. Time to go to sleep.